Alrighty, welcome back. We're on episode 6 of Divinity Original Sin, part 2, the Definitive Edition. So, the last 5 episodes we went over the game settings, extensively went over the character creator, we created our new character, and then went over the UI. Now we should be able to start exploring the hold. So, we were first shackled down to this right here.
I don't even remember them strapping me down.
And this appears to be a torture device I was strapped into. You can see these poison barrels here. And you can see there is like an electrical charge here. And it's running over to this area here. And then she pulled this switch and let us up. And you can see there's a Leonardo da Vinci type here. So, if we look around, so interesting. There's another electrical device, but it doesn't have any wires attached to it. That reminds me, there was a guy that did a video of Red Dead Redemption 2 where he followed every single electrical wire in the game to see if it was connected correctly. Whether there was an actual source. It's actually a pretty cool video. But yeah, so we have this torture device we're stuck to. And yeah, let's check this out.
I don't even remember them strapping me down. I don't even remember them strapping me down. I don't even remember them strapping me down.
Alright, we have a grinning skull. 1 AP, alas, poor soul. Better that you weren't acquainted.
Not a very chatty fellow, are you?
Alright, what if we try to pull the switch? Did not appear to do anything. Okay, what do we have here? Medical cabinet. Ball and chain. Use, attack, abandoned. It's quite a bit of vitality on the ball and chain. Got an autosave there. Okay.
Junk.
Junk. Oh, okay. Another ball and chain here.
Junk.
Some more junk. Bucket. Equipment panel. To equip an item, open your inventory and drag the item into the matching equipment slot. So apparently we can equip our bucket. Let's check that out. What do we look like? Bucket. Helmet. 2 physical armor. -1 initiative. Level 2. Can hold fluids or heads. Alright. Not, yeah. Not particularly attractive. That does remind me that bug in Skyrim where you could put a bucket on an NPC's head and then steal all the stuff because they couldn't see through the bucket. Good times. Alright, so we're going. We got another ball and chain here.
Boring.
Boring. Well, that's different. She said junk last time.
This again. Junk.
Alright, so we're supposed to go up here and meet up with Magister Saiwan. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? Well, when you put it like that, no, apparently not. So apparently we are on a tutorial deck. That's good to know. Alright, what do we have here? We got a candle. Turn that thing off. Yeah. It's a desk. Nothing. What do we have in here? Got a bear pelt. Nice sharp claws. Candle holder? Why are you going that way? What's going on with this? Why is she trying to do that? Really? Wow, that is so bad. I just turned off the candle holder from the other side of the wall. God, that's horrible. Alright, what do we got going on here? We have a banner with a hand and an eye in it. Some kind of phrase. We have a map with some X's. What if this actually corresponds to anything? Maybe this is like a foreshadowing. If we remember this, we might actually find it. Looks like there's a lake in the center there with like maybe an island. Another big lake with an island. Alright. Well, if I remember it, maybe I'll look at this episode and make use of that. I like the attention to detail, man. They did a pretty good job on all this. Alright, let's go this way. We have over here. We have a net with some jaws on it. Fighting the camera to get to where I want. It's weird. Okay. Can't. Door. Locked. Right click. Examine. That's 200. I mean, 279 vitality, but its lock level is 1. So, lock level, the level of thievery you need to have to open this. We need 1 thievery to try to open that. Okay. Alright. Let's run this way. Another bucket. I see. They're just gonna give us a bunch of buckets. That was a theme in part 1. Buckets galore. Move item. Move objects by clicking and dragging them. And apparently, we're getting that because of this, huh? Well, what happens if we try to get by it? Can't reach. So, this presents a bit of information. If I can't get through here, then imagine fighting in an area similar to this, to where you put the boxes in a way so that you can alter where enemies can path to. We have over here buckets. No. Alright, let's check that out. Moving container panes. Move a container's inventory window by dragging it. Left mouse button. Alright, so he wants me to just drag it around. Alright. Now we need to move it out of the way. Check. Nothing. So in here is sheep. I hear a bunch of flies. Got some flies there, some flies there. Alright, let's get over here.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Okay, another bucket with water. That's a different thing. Alright. Bucket with water. One could seek some esoteric meaning within the ripples on the surface of the rainwater, but sometimes it's best to accept that a bucket of water is just a bucket of water. Okay. Sack. A bucket. Barrel. Gold. Wars are won and lost by it. Bonds are formed and broken for it. Fancy gear is purchased by it. That last one sounds pretty tempting, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, sheep. Alright.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Oh man, I got kicked in the shin by a sheep. Pet pal. Because you have the pet pal talent, you can easily converse with animals.
Fresh meat. Bah! Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg too.
Hmm. So I can move the camera while I'm talking. Okay. So I mentioned in the settings menu that I increased the saves to like 25 quick saves. So you're able to save mid-conversation like this. And now if you want, you can say, okay, let's pick one of these. So poke the sheep's ample belly with your toe. Remark that she's got more meat on her than you do. Sniff and tell the sheep you don't appreciate being likened to a farm animal. You don't intend to take sass like this from a sheep. Take your leave instead. So let's not take any sass from the sheep. Let's try to talk to the sheep again. Do we get to go back into that?
Get
menu?
your dirty little paws out of my hair.
Okay. So that is a resolution. So let's say I didn't like that. Like, okay, let's say I wanted to see what happened with the other ones. So if I hit F8, we click load, and we'll load right back at the point of conversation that you saved it. So let's say poke the sheep's ample belly with your toe. Remark that she's got more meat on her than you do.
That may be so, but look at the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
With 2 shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Well, at least she didn't kick me again. And I gotta say, the flies were already here before me, so I think she is incorrect in her assessment of the situation.
Get your dirty little paws out of my hair.
Alright, so what we learned there is that the dialogue options can be mutually exclusive. You may only be able to select one, and that's the only response you're going to see. What do we have here? Hey?
Did you expect a needle?
Yeah, I did actually. So, in Divinity Part 1, you often found needles in the haystacks. It's kind of funny. Another haystack over here.
Did you expect a needle?
Yep. We have here. Move that around. It's like a chicken coop. Egg, 1 AP. 1 constitution, duration 3 turns. Some poor chicken went through a lot for this. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and close that up. So, sack. So, let's see, as you hover over the container, it tells you it's empty. So, you can know if you've looted it or not. You know what? Let's try to get through this door here. Locks and keys. This lock seems intricate. You should search for its key. Intricate. So this one says lock level 100. So that's telling you there's no way into this door through normal means. You have to find a key. Although I guess you could still try to whack it down if you really wanted to. You can attack doors and you can destroy them, so okay. Bucket. Getting all kinds of buckets. Some gold. Bass. There we go. Cargo door key. This key looks old and rusty. It may have just one use left in it. So a note about Divinity 1. There were several locked chests and doors and whatnot, but you almost always could find the mechanism to open it without resorting to actually having to pick the lock or to break down the door. So that's looks like it's going to be a reoccurring theme here. So that's a different type of bucket. What is this? This bucket must have been used for transporting fish. Yuck. Well, that's interesting. It's 1.5 pounds and it's listed as 0 value. Huh. I wonder if it's really going to be 0 value. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we can split that, so if you hit split, we can split it like we want. And then we can take that and stack it. So let's go ahead and add this to wares and see what happens. Alright, so we get a little icon, so, okay. So a note, no. You know what? I'm going to use one backpack for keys. Because in Divinity 1, we got a shit ton of keys. Alright, so we should be able to open... Well, actually, let's go back over here. Let's see if we can't open this door with that key. No. Okay. Alright, so we're in it. It's like a normal room here. Okay, let's go ahead and try to get in there. Huh. That's what happens if we try this one with that. Actually, what do we have going on here? Hemmoir. Magister Renart. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that. Look. So, this is an oil surface. It tells you what it does. Cool. They didn't do that in part 1. So, oil. Apply slowed. Ignoring magic armor. Water. Can be electrified or frozen. Okay, cool. So, in part 1, when you start seeing surfaces on the ground and barrels like this oil barrel, or oil barrels can be used in crafting recipes. It can be struck and exploded, causing the oil to spill out. You can hit it with fire and cause it to blow up and go on fire. So anytime you see surfaces and barrels, that generally means you're going to be in a fight. Let's see if we can get through here. Mechanisms. This door is operated by pressure plates. Stand on them or place heavy objects on them. So, looks like these are the pressure plates here. Yeah. So if we put something on those, that'll open that up. Alright, so pocket knife. 2 AP. Dagger. 3 to 4 physical damage. Okay, 150% critical damage. Can backstab. Backstabbing deals critical damage when you attack from behind your target. Level 1. Scales with finesse. Okay. 0.8 meter range. Durability 2020. Looks like little Tommy Terror lost his apple knife. So that's something that I just realized. If you go into our talents, there was not a backstab talent. And there was a backstabbing talent in part 1. So it looks like they're allowing everybody to backstab as long as they have the proper equipment. And that is a vast improvement. So we'll go ahead and stick that on. So we can something like that. I guess we can get that. Let's check this room out first here. What do we have over here? Nothing. Wood pile. Okay, minor healing potion. So out of curiosity, if I take a minor healing potion and split it up, let's not consume. If I hit combine with and put a minor healing potion here and hit combine, new recipe, medium healing potion. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so in Divinity Original Sin Part 1, you had to have blacksmithing and crafting to be able to craft something. You couldn't do what I just did. So it looks like they're not only allowing you to backstab if you have the right equipment, they're allowing you to craft regardless of skill, which is cool. So I created a medium healing potion now. 1 AP heals 120. A medium-sized potion that restores your vitality and makes a soft tinkling sound when you shake it. So that is interesting. Okay. So several improvements though. I like this. Several improvements. What do we got going on here? God, the fucking camera. I can't get the camera to come down. Alright. Apple. Old plate. Apple pie. Ham. Bread. And a letter. Books. To read books or notes, open your inventory and use the object. Okay. So, a letter. A firm note written in a firm hand. Right click, read. Orders from the guard steward. Important. It's come to my attention, again, that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto the pressure plates. This will not do. The purpose of these measures is to require the presence of at least 3 managers at a change of shift. Any deviation will result in at least 1 manager getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you, Magister Cywin. Alright. Stern letter from Cywin. A stern warning to patrols from Magister Cywin. So the letter description changed after we read it. That's cool. So it actually updates the item after you read it. Alright, that's decent. Apple, 1 AP, effects unknown. What could possibly be more wholesome? So anytime you see effects unknown, if you right click and consume it, it will tell you what the effect is the next time you get one. If you're really curious of what it does. But you'll see that a lot of this will be able to be combined with something, so you can use it in a recipe. Old plate, filler up. This one here is just aware. Apple pie. 1 AP. Heals 20%. 10% poison resistance. Duration 6 turns. The signature dessert of the signature dessert of the Dukedom of Feral. Apple pie is commonly referred to as feral tart by locals. So you see it heals 20% and it gives you 10% poison resistance. So if you had 5-star diner, it would double that. So that you would heal 40% and get 20% resistance. So this is actually a very good skill to have. Oh, notice down here our physical armor now says 2 of 2 because of the bucket. We got a gray line now. Just notice that. Ham, 1 AP, effects unknown. Looks like it could be pork meat. Or is it a Wallach? So in Divinity Part 1, there were pack animals called Wallachs. There were actually 3 of them that I remember meeting. I think there were only 3 in the game. What's it called? Ralphie, Alfie, and then there was one at the end of time. by one of the traders, by a trader that was able to visit other worlds, maybe even other times. I don't know how that guy worked out, but anyway, Wallachs, they kind of looked like a Pac-Man with two big legs hanging out, and they were beast of burden. Pretty stupid, but yeah. That's a Wallach. So I can combine the ham. So in part 1, you couldn't combine the ham with anything. Bread, 1 AP, effects unknown. Sun-soaked grains baked with love into a golden loaf. And you can combine that as well. So in part 1, you couldn't combine bread. So they're allowing me to combine things with a lot of different things now, it looks like. Oh, you know what that could be? Because of the undead in the game, and they can only heal through poison, you probably can combine all the food, like every one of these, with a poison source, like an ooze barrel or a poison potion or something else, and create a poisoned version of the food so that the undead can heal. I bet that's why that's happening. Okay. Yeah, I bet that's why that's happening. Alright. So this is this one. We're done here. Let's go ahead and toss this over here. Alright, we are through. Feels like I'm just walking slow. I don't know why. Alright. Got an autosave there.
You there. Come here.
Surfaces. You've stepped in oil. Oil surfaces can slow you down and can also be ignited. Every surface has its own effect. Understood. So he just said something as I was coming down, and unfortunately the way the camera was pointed and walking through that surface, you couldn't see what he said. So let's try this again. Let's do this with get closer. We'll just try to go this way. Let's have this.
You there. Come here.
Okay. So since we already got the tutorial, it didn't show up again. Interesting. Alright. So he's asleep. We right click, examine permanent sleeping. Character cannot move or use skills. This status can be broken by damage, cured by clear-minded, enraged, dodging negative 100%. Huh. Alright, so Himwar wants us to come over to him. There is a lever on the ground, which appears that it would open that door. And there's another lever, which probably opens this door. Alright, let's come down here. What do we have here? Electric discharge. Scroll, we already have one of those, I think. So that's awful convenient to have right next to a puddle of water. Huh. Magic scrolls. You found a magic scroll. With it, you can cast spells you haven't learned yet. You haven't yet learned. You haven't yet learned.
Rubbish.
Okay. Let's make a hard save here, because this is like, this is going to be a learning moment. Let's talk to him first. Let's try to open the door first. No. Okay, now let's talk to him.
Hey! Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Alright. Agree to help and ask what to do. Turn your back. There is no way you're getting involved. Eye him carefully. Why is he in a cage in the first place? Demand to know what exactly is in it for you, and take your leave. Okay. So, in Divinity Part 1, oftentimes when you just took your leave, you could come back and talk to them again and get to the same menu, but they would have a different dialogue line to say that you would miss if you didn't do it that way. So let's try that and see if it works. Take your leave.
Go ahead and ignore me. But you should know it's not just my freedom at stake.
So see, you may not have ever seen this line if you didn't do it that way. But sometimes in Divinity 1, when you did that, you actually lost the entire conversation. So it was really weird how they programmed it. But see, you wouldn't have gotten this information here. Alright, so, and we have the same exact choices. Alright. Let's eye him carefully. Why is he in a cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Someone screamed loud as a banshee. Pure pandemonium. And then I guess they accused him of causing, or being the cause of the loud scream. I'm dragging down here. Okay. Let's demand to know what exactly is in it for you.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Let's test this. So instead of agreeing to help and ask what to do, let's turn your back. There's no way you're getting involved.
Suit yourself. But we're all in the same boat here, so to speak. I'll await your return.
Alright, so does that block us out of any further conversation?
Go ahead and ignore me. But you should know it's not just my freedom at stake.
Change your mind and agree to help. Ask what to do.
A gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Okay, so he wants me to pull the lever. Okay. Let's do that. Alright, so what happens if we had just, instead of talking to him at all there, what happens if we just pulled the lever?
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Alright, persuasion. Sometimes you will be able to persuade the person you are talking to. Your answer, your stats, and your persuasion ability will decide how successful you will be. Okay, so here is a bit of idiot programming, right? You have all this space that you can put this goddamn tutorial box at. And you choose to put it directly over the spoken line of the NPC. Instead of pushing this box up a whole, 2 inches? So that you could see what the guy was saying while he was saying it. Retarded. Alright, so just clicking on the lever, we get into this. So we really don't want to be here. So I'm going to test this. If I hit F8... No, actually, let's just go here. I don't know if F8 will... If loading the save loads the last save you did, or if it only loads the last quick save. So we'll test that later, I guess. So let's go back to here. So this is where we talked to Himwar and agreed to help him out. So obviously if we click on this, he's going to wake up again. So let's not do it that way. Let's go and see if there's another way of doing things. Alright. So here's an oil barrel here. Okay. Huh. Wonder why that's not showing up on the tooltip. Weird. It's a rope. A length of sturdy rope. A mainstay in any traveler's pack. Wow, that did not show up as a tooltip. So you can see the bucket and the bowls there. When I hit the tooltip, it didn't show up the rope. Interesting. A laboratory door. Another bucket there. It's locked. So this doesn't have a lock level at all. So this means that you don't need any skill to pick this lock. All you need is a lockpick. Alright, let's take this. Lockpicks. How convenient. 2 AP. A fine metal lockpick for prying open locks when you have misplaced the key. More intricate locks require thieving ability. Lockpicks. You found a lockpick. To open a locked object, use your lockpick command. Understood. So we can lockpick this now, but let's not do that yet. Let's go down here. Okay. So I wonder if I just walk up to him while he wake up, or should I like try to sneak up on him? All right, let's walk up to him. All right, so he just doesn't wake up. So I bet if I hit this lever, he wakes up too. Even though there's nobody here, he'll probably wake up. So this is a good time to test this here. So we're in sneak mode now. So to view the cones, I set up the key to Alt. Apparently that's not working. I guess the tutorial section doesn't have this functionality? Weird. Okay. I need Thievery 1 to try to pickpocket him. Well, that sucks. I don't have Thievery 1. Don't have Thievery 1. So I chose Persuasion. So I would have needed Thievery 1 to do that. Okay. Another bucket and a lockpick. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and see if he does wake up doing this.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Okay, so yes, even though there's nobody in that cell, we make noise. Okay. So I suppose we should just talk to him then. You know what? Wait, let's not do that yet. Let's do something about this. So, if we get in a fight, I don't want this here. I'm gonna take that with me. That way, it's one less issue I have to deal with down here. Alright. Let's make sure we're standing out of these puddles. Alright. Let's see if he's gonna fight us or not. Alright.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Okay, whisper to the guard, shout at the guard, boop the guard's nose, take your leave. Alright, so what if we just take our leave? Still sleeping. And he's almost half dead, I just noticed that. 23 of 45.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Alright, so if we click here, it opens our inventory. We go into here, we go into the trade. Alright, drag items you wish to buy or sell onto the barter window. Balance the offer by pressing the scales. Confirm the transaction by pressing the red accept button. You can also identify and repair items at a trader. Alright, so down here on the bottom right we see a hammer icon, so that's repair, and an identify item. So if you don't have Lore Master, or you don't have an identifying glass, you can go to a vendor and they will identify items for you at a charge, and they also will repair items at a charge. So he has 8 gold, a bottle of wine, 1 AP, effects unknown, a simple vintage with notes of almond, cinnamon, and the winemaker's wasted youth, and a water arrowhead, popular with the kids of Driftwood on sunny days. If you affix this to an arrow, you're sure to make a splash. Alright, so notice it says 68, and then it's crossed out and says 67, so I'm getting a discount in some fashion. I don't know how. So we're bartering with Magister Renart. His attitude towards us is 5. I believe bartering 0 is what our bartering skill is. We're getting a 1% discount. I don't know why we're getting that. Yeah. Then we can filter, so all equipment, consumables, magical, ingredients, miscellaneous, books and keys. And it looks like we could search. Oh, not search, it's a filter here. Cleanest added. Gold, durability, weight, and compact. I don't know what that means. We'll have to try that on some other vendor. Alright, so in the center we have add gold to match balance offers. Offer all wares. Okay, so if we did that, selling wares, items in your inventory that are marked as wares can be sold in one go. This is a good way to keep your inventory manageable. Alright, so we did that. So if I took this, so if I hit this X here, so it says we can sell for 4 gold. Value of player offer. We hit X. Alright, it goes, and they stay in the wares. Okay. And then this is value of trader offer. So, a note about this part. In Divinity 1, you're able to give vendors items. Just give it to them, not sell it to them, give it to them. And based on the monetary value, you could increase their attitude towards you just by giving items to them. Whether or not that would be a beneficial strategy in this game, I don't know. In part 1 it was, because you ended up getting so much gold, it didn't really matter. So over here we have our name, our current gold, player gold. We can sort by the same way. What if we sort by compact? I don't know what compact does. We have the filter here, all equipped, equipment, consumables, magical, ingredients. So it's kind of funny that they don't put the food in here as ingredients. Most of it, at least. That is miscellaneous, books and keys and wares. Alright. All. Okay. So that's the barter window. And then this X out here. And let's save that. Whisper to the guard. Shout at the guard. Boop the guard's nose. That seems like an elvish thing to do. Let's boop the guard's nose.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Okay, let's see. Tell the truth. You're snooping around. What's he going to do about it? Wits persuasion. Salute him and say his superior send you. He's to report to the upper deck. Constitution persuasion. Tell him you heard yelling coming from above. He needs to go up there. Finesse persuasion. Laugh. And tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. He should check it out. Tell the guard you're itching for a fight, and he's your mark. Alright, so let's play around with this for a minute, test it out. Alright, so I'm assuming that we will actually get in a fight. Let's see. Tell the guard you're itching for a good fight. You're itching for a fight, and he's your mark.
A collared sauce freak thinks she can clobber a red? Damn fool.
Clobber a red, huh? Oh.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. From left to right, the order of the character portraits determines the turn order of combat. And I guess they do it in 2 rounds, okay? Attack movement. Alright, we're not going to be able to read that before it's off. Yep. Combat backstab. Move into the cone behind an enemy and attack while wielding a dagger to perform a backstab. Successful backstabs perform instant critical hits. Understood. Okay, and that other one went away, so... Why did they put attack and movement under general and not under combat? Attack and movement. Press left mouse button on an enemy to attack. Press left mouse button on the ground to move. In combat, keep an eye on your action points above the hotbar. So that should have been put into the combat section, and that should have been another one of those tooltips that came up with the understood so that you can read it before it goes away. Alright, so you see the AP here showed us up right above that. So it shows that we have 2, 4, 6, and we have 6 maximum AP and 4 that we can use. Okay. So I just noticed Sucker Punch, 1 AP, an unexpected blow that deals 6 to 7 physical damage and knocks down a target. Set knockdown for 1 turn. Resisted by physical armor, 2 meter range. Special. 3 turn cooldown. I don't know how we got that, so... Alright, so we definitely don't want to do this. I want to go back before I got him in that conversation. Okay. When did we pick that Sucker Punch up? What was the cause of that? That's what it was. So just equipping a one-handed weapon or a dagger, we pick up Sucker Punch. Okay, well, that's good to know. Alright, so let's go back. Now I wonder if that's going to be the same with different weapons, if you get different abilities. Alright, so, that's that. I suppose if we tell the truth, you're snooping around, what's he going to do about it is going to be the same kind of thing.
The Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his hands into fists.
You're honest, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though.
Oh, scot-free. So 2 options that get you
I should have known there'd be trouble.
To combat. Okay, so let's explore the persuasion. So we have wits, constitution, and finesse. So obviously wits is our most powerful, constitution and finesse not so much, and we have 1 persuasion. So let's try one that should fail, I guess, maybe. We'll see how it works out. So wits persuasion, I would expect to succeed based on my wits and the fact that I have persuasion. Salute him and say his superior sent you. He's to report to the upper deck. So the other two, I would expect to fail if it's based on the attribute more than the actual persuasion skill. Constitution persuasion. Tell him you heard yelling coming from above. He needs to get up there. Finesse persuasion. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. He should check it out. Alright, so let's pick this one. I want to see what happens if we fail the persuasion. Huh. So, we only had 10 finesse and 1 persuasion, and we still were able to succeed. So that tells me that it's more based on your persuasion skill than the stat. Alright.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's.
Oh, he thinks Rick's just went overboard.
Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Okay, so we now have another persuasion check. Okay, so strength, intelligence, and memory. Well, this one we're going to be screwed on, right? Strength, intelligence, and memory. So, alright. Strength persuasion. Flex your arms. You'll keep an eye on the prisoner. He wouldn't dare cross you. Intelligence persuasion. Remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner's not going anywhere. Memory persuasion. Speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You got this. Alright, let's do that. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1, needed 2. So see, I think it's... You know, I wonder if the stat really does matter. Not that I can check because I have 10 on all of them, so there's no way for me to to test this right now. So I needed 2 persuasion. I have 1. Okay. Well, I couldn't possibly get 2 persuasion. Well, I could have got 2 persuasion actually. If you started as a lizard, because you get 1 persuasion as a lizard, and then you spend 1, you would have been able to pass this.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
I'm not taking a walk. I got a feeling this is going to be...
And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. No. You must say don't.
So he started saying something. Why is he aggro against me? What the fuck? The Magister is burning. And all is dead, and he's aggro against me. So see what happened there? He started saying something, and the text got interrupted. Why would it get interrupted? Maybe I'm not close enough to it? Huh. Alright, let's try one of the other ones though. Then let's do the intelligence persuasion. Remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner is not going anywhere. Alright, narrator. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1. We need 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Okay, so let's get closer this time. Let's see if that's what caused the...
Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Okay. So this time he didn't say anything. That makes no sense. This seems bugged. Strength persuasion. Flex your arms. You'll keep an eye on the prisoner. He wouldn't dare cross you. Alright, narrator. Failure. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2. So you needed 2 for all of them.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoir? We're taking a walk.
So Himwar had a line that he spoke, but it interrupted, and the second time he didn't even speak.
Come on, and keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
So why is he not saying his line now? Alright, let's try to reload a different save. This makes no sense. So I'm in the tutorial and I'm already seeing a bug. Okay. Let's try the Constitution Persuasion. Constitution Persuasion. Tell him you heard yelling coming from above. He needs to get up there. Persuasion success.
Damn! If it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
Alright, speak. Let's do memory persuasion. Speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You've got this. Narrator persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoir? We're taking a walk.
Alright.
Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Okay. This is going to piss me off. I'm already seeing a bug. I wonder if I need to reload the client. Let's try to do it this way. Try to continue. Damn it, man. He definitely said a line and then it got interrupted. He interrupted his own line somehow. Alright, intelligence persuasion. Remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner is not going anywhere. Narrator, persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoir? We're taking a walk.
This is gonna piss me off to already see this kind of bug in a game.
Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Okay. So let's go back to here. Alright, we haven't talked to him yet. At all. Slowed.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Alright, shout at the guard.
What's happened? Oh, are you in the relief shift? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Finesse persuasion. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. You should check it out. Narrator. Persuasion success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Strength persuasion. Flex your arms. You'll keep an eye on the prisoner. He wouldn't dare cross you. Narrator. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk. Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Okay. I am going to try to reload the client and see if that changes things. Because I know for a fact he started saying something and interrupted himself. So I will be right back and to test this out. Alrighty, I just reloaded the client and loaded this save. So I looked at the video. Himwar says, no, you most certainly don't. That's the line he tries to speak. And then he gets interrupted. And then the loads after that, he doesn't even attempt to speak that line again. So that's in response to the Magister telling him we haven't got all day. So he, at the top of the stairs, Magister Reinhardt said, we haven't got all day. And then Himwar is supposed to say, no, you most certainly don't. So let's see if this fixed it. So we will do the memory persuasion. Speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You've got this. Narrator persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
So it could be that somehow just reloading multiple times. Austin?
And keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright, so he's supposed to go up there.
Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No.
See?
No. You must see.
So he says it there, but he interrupts it so that you can't read it. That's weird. Alright, combat backstab. Move into the cone behind an enemy and attack while wielding a dagger to perform a backstab. Successful backstabs perform instant critical hits. Alright, combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. From left to right, the order of the character portraits determines the order of combat. So I'm next, then Himwar, then the Magister. Attack and movement, so that's the one we're not going to be able to read. So back into there, and that'll be your general attack and movement. Press left mouse button on an enemy to attack. Press left mouse button on the ground to move. In combat, keep an eye on your action points above the hotbar. Okay. Okay, so he has no physical armor or magic armor, so it seems like I can just use this sucker punch here and do a knockdown. And if I move 1, I can actually do a backstab. So if I move 1 up, and then... Wow, hardly did any damage there. Alright, he just drank a potion. Oh my god, he's beating the shit out of me! Okay, so I'm being attacked on both ends now. I'm in a bad spot. So what was that just popped up? combat hotbar. This is your hotbar. Click on a skill icon to perform that action. Cancel by pressing right mouse button. Drag skills and items to your hotbar for quick access. Alright, so somehow I'm getting double teamed now. He's almost dead. So let's try this bullhorns here and see what happens, right? So alright, new skill, Bull Rush. 2 AP. Rush at your enemies, dealing 2 to 3 physical damage and setting bleeding. Set bleeding for 1 turn. Damage is based on your basic attack and receives a bonus from finesse. Oh, it's a finesse. Shit. And I'm in strength. I'm strength based, and this is finesse based. That could be bad for my thoughts. I mean, that could be really bad for what I have designed in my head. Crap. They're all going to be strength. That's strength. So this is strength, but this is finesse. Weird. Okay. Resisted by physical armor, 12-meter range. And it's a 1-turn cooldown. Alright, so if I try to move away here, am I going to get backstabbed? So if I move away... Okay, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Let's look and see what's going on here. So, Master Renart is burning. Deals 2 to 3 fire damage per turn. Negative 15% fire resistance. Plus 10% water resistance. Immunity to Enwebbed. He also drank a bottle of wine, so he's healing 10%. And he's drunk. Character's drunk can be sobered up with clear-minded status. So -1 intelligence. He gets +2 lucky charm, -5 initiative, -5 accuracy, and he gets +5% dodging. Wow, you get 5% dodge if you're drunk. Interesting. Him more source muted. Alright, so it doesn't look like he'll hit me with an attack of opportunity. So let's go here. And try to... Okay, so now we made them both bleed. Let's see. What do we have here? Came up with an intern. So combat intern. In your turn by pressing space. Any action points you have left will be saved for your next turn. You can't save more than your maximum action points. Alright, but we have Flesh Sacrifice. So we're going to go ahead and use this. So before we do that, we have 26 of 30 hit points. And we have the Constitution of 10. So if we use this, we get 1 AP. -1 Constitution. So you got to remember to try to use the Flesh Sacrifice at the beginning of your turn, so you get the damage bonus first. Okay, so I made an error there. And then we get +1 on our start AP. This last 2 turns. Yeah, so you need to open your fight with this. We lose the Constitution though, so we actually go negative from that. Okay, interesting. So he's burning. I have 2 AP. So let's try to do... Let's try the Tentacle Flash this time. He gets
That's one
active.
problem solved. A dead Magister.
So much
Somebody
for
will
a
have to
peaceful
take the blame
stroll.
for this. And it won't be me.
What in the world? So he was attacking me, and now... What is going on? I can't interact with him. Wow, this is bugged. So he was telling me that he wasn't going to take the blame for the dead Magister, so I obviously he was going to try to kill me. And then he just disappears. Oh, well, fuck, that's bizarre as fuck. That cannot be how it's supposed to be done. Why would he just stop fighting me if he's the one attacking me? Wow. Wow. I'm at a loss. So I'm not even out of the tutorial section, and I'm coming across multiple bugs. This is terrible. God, I hope the game doesn't get worse than this. So you have the chat bug where he, A, interrupts his chat when he's talking the line, when he's speaking the line. B, he stops speaking the line altogether. C, he starts a fight with you, which he clearly intends to kill you, but doesn't attack you then. I mean, so I wonder if I have to drop the client again. Alright, let's try this again. Strength persuasion. Flex your arms. You'll keep an eye on the prisoner. He wouldn't dare cross you. Narrator. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1. Needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
So what I think's supposed to happen here is that you kill the Magister, and then Hemwar's trying to kill you.
And keep your hands where I can see them.
Because he doesn't want to be blamed for his death.
Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. No, you most certainly don't.
Alright, so this time let's try to kill the Magister first. Which is going to be hard because I don't have really an attack to do it. So we're going to go ahead and learn from our mistake. Bad. We need to do some damage. We might be able to kill it with 10 of flash. Alright, so we got to move up 1. Watch what you're doing. So well, that's weird. Atrophy. Character cannot use weapons for attacks or skills for 1 turn. Okay. Can I actually go there and hit him?
That's my problem, so. A dead Magister.
So much
Somebody
for
will
a
have to
peaceful
take the blame
stroll.
for this, and it won't be me.
I don't think this is... Let's go into the water. So if we go in the water, we should be able to turn our fire off, yeah. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. That seems utterly bugged to me. That cannot be right. He's supposed to attack you, I think, to cover up for the fact that you killed the Magister. Fuck. How can... Okay. Let's do this another way. Okay. So if I interact with the guard, no matter what I do, I can't get out of that conversation. However, I agreed to help him here.
Go on, pull the lever.
Okay, so let's pick that up and get that out of the way.
Rubbish.
And let's actually pull the lever.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me?
So it's going to do the same thing.
Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. You should check it out. Persuasion success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's.
Yeah, okay. Continue.
Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Okay, so this time we get ignore the guard, lunge for the lever, and yank it downwards. Okay.
What in the... A collared sauce freak thinks she can hoodwink a red? Damn fool.
Hoodwink the red. Okay.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Okay, so this time he's green, not attacking me. And that's that, okay. So... he's up next. So... Chicken Claw takes that, so if I... Flesh Sacrifice... I need to get close to Chicken Claw him. Actually, I can get him. So if I move up one, I'll be stuck in that oil. Move up there. So I have to get in the oil to do that. Okay. We're slowed now. So there we go. Atrophy. And this only takes... Oh, this doesn't take any AP to use. I didn't realize that. Okay. Bull Rush. I still have 1 AP. Huh. I didn't realize that didn't take any AP to use. Alright, so let's end our turn. I'm coming for you. He doesn't even speak it. Well, that could have been bad. He's burning. I guess I can just go there.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
Okay. So this time he doesn't do anything. This time he's not even letting me talk to him. Okay, this is absolutely beyond bug. That's all there is to it. Because now he didn't even try to talk to me. How can the tutorial section be bugged? I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Alright, let me try to reload the client again and see what I can do. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, back after reloading for a second time. So, there is some type of bug associated with dealing with the persuasion route. I don't know what's causing it, but it's not functioning right. So let's try this again without doing the persuasion.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Alright, so let's go with ignore the guard and make a move towards the nearby lever.
One more step, and it will be your last.
Pull your hand back. You're not looking for trouble. Yank the lever downwards. So if we pull your hand back, you're not looking for trouble.
Excellent choice. Now, answer me. What are you doing here?
So let's tell the truth. You're snooping around. What's he going to do about it?
The Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his hands into fists.
You're honest, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though.
So Hamwar is now in
I
the
should have
cell.
known there'd be trouble.
Okay. So, Alright, so let's do left sacrifice. Alright. Then we can do full horns. Alright. Alright. So I got slowed because I went through the... Alright. So let's go ahead and do a tail flash on it. Some atrophy. And then we can knock him down. So does the knockdown take away the atrophy? Yeah, okay. Wait to backstab.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
So what happens now?
Go on, pull the lever.
Take your leave.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Continue.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lass. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
See, I think this is what was supposed to happen with the other route. Maybe it was intended to be that way. I don't know. Let me finish it this way and see what happens. So again, we'll do that way. Okay, we'll go up here. We don't need to do an attack. Just get up there. Let's just slash him. Okay. Oh, you don't have enough action points to perform an action in your turn. Not enough action points. You don't have enough action points to perform an action in your turn or perform an action that requires fewer action points. Okay. So I'm done here. Turn. He can't do anything. But he doesn't need... that's right. He doesn't need weapons. He can just cast... Okay, so that's not good. Okay. Alright. Made him bleed. So now we can just sucker punch him. Knock him down. Stab him. Alright. Huh. Missed. Let's try a chicken. Alright, turn him into a chicken. And he's gonna go running around. Potions. Okay. Potions. One of your party members is low on health. Use a healing potion or a healing spell to help them, or experiment with food and drink. Okay. So let's get behind the chicken. Let's give it a backstab. Combat examine. Highlight an enemy. Press right mouse button and select examine. The higher your lore master ability, the more you can learn about your target. You're in a tight spot. Flee if you wish. Examine. So we're burning up here. He's almost dead, but we are burning up. So, and that's going to deal how much? 2 to 3 per turn for one more turn. And we have how many hit points? We have 2 hit points, so we're going to die here. So let's take a look at our bread. So we have 1 AP. We don't know what the effects are, so let's consume bread. The bread gives us 1 strength and heals 10%. Duration 3 turns. Alright, so we can go ahead and give critical damage out here.
What would he have to gain by killing me? I need to keep my guard up.
Okay, so that's 1 resolution. Okay, so let's save that here. So let's go back to the original that I had. Was it here at 17? No. It was here. 16. So here we do the persuasion. Memories persuasion. Speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You've got this. Narrator. Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1. Needed 2. Continue.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Okay, so now this is where he lets him out now.
Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright, so Himwar gets out. Himwar's like, fuck this.
Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
So here, Himwar becomes aggro to me, but the matcher doesn't. So, I mean, it makes no sense. So he's definitely aggro here. So if I go up to 1 and slash him, and then
Problem solved. A dead magister.
So much for
Somebody
a
will have to
peaceful
take the blame
stroll.
for this, and it won't be me.
so see, I think he's supposed to be attacking me at this point. I really think he's supposed to attack you. There's no way that he can get out of here. Like, he can't go up in the hold, or they would just rearrest him. It seems really bugged. So, what happens if I go back to the beginning of the episode? Like, straight up all the way back here. Load this from here. And just go straight to this encounter and see what happens. Alright, so...
An animal sty. Freight or food?
You there. Come here. Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Take your leave.
Go ahead and ignore me. But you should know it's not just my freedom at stake.
I am carefully. Why is he in a cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Demand to know what exactly is in it for you.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Turn your back. There's no way you're getting involved.
Suit yourself. But we're all in the same boat here, so to speak. I'll await your return. Go ahead and ignore me. But you should know it's not just my freedom at stake.
Change your mind and agree to help. Ask what to do.
A gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Okay.
Go on, pull the lever.
Alright. Let's pull the lever. Let's pick that up. Alright.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Let's whisper to the guard.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Finesse, persuasion, laugh, and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. He should check it out. Narrator, persuasion, success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Memory, persuasion, speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead, you've got this. Narrator, persuasion failure, your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk. Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. No, you most certainly don't.
Still aggro's. So he's still aggro's. This just can't be right, man. This just seems completely wrong in every way possible.
That's one problem solved. A dead Magister.
So much
Somebody
for
will
a
have to
peaceful
take the blame
stroll.
for this. And it won't be me.
Huh. Alright, well, that is fucking weird. So we'll go back to the one we were on here. So this is after we killed them. Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here, and I'm gonna do a little experiment, with a brand new game, and see if that's actually the way it's supposed to work, because it seems bugged. Alright. We'll see you on the next one later. Okay. I started a fresh game with red prints at whatever default it set me at. So we're back at the same spot here. I went straight to this area. So we have our memory persuasion. So speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You've got this. Narrator, persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Alright, so we're taking a walk again.
Come on. keep your hands where I can see them. Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
So, see, he didn't say the line again. He's aggro to me.
That's one problem solved. A dead magister.
So much
Somebody
for
will have to take the
peaceful
blame
stroll.
for this. And it won't be me.
So see how he's staying in combat now? Making roundhouse. So that's supposed to be what happens, other than the fact that he didn't say his line again. So for whatever reason, when I do that on the other profile, he just walks away. He doesn't stay aggressive. But I really thought what he would do here would be to engage me in conversation again, like he did here when we opened the cage, and talk to him in the cage, and talk to me in that fashion. So that's weird. But see, he stayed in combat, which is what he should have done on my other profile. And that's disturbing to see that that kind of bug is already in place in the tutorial deck. I mean, that should never have been able to happen. Like, of all the things in the game, you should be 100% confident that there are no bugs that can occur in the tutorial section. And that clearly did not happen. We saw two specific bugs. Hemwar not speaking his line when he's supposed to. Actually, three bugs. First bug, Hemwar speaking his line, but interrupting his own line so that you can't read it. Then, where he did this one right here. This is a new profile, so it wasn't on the old profile. All I did was create the new game straight from there to there. I did nothing, no saves in between, no nothing. I went straight to it. So there's no reason why he shouldn't have stated his line there. So when we did it again, instead of stating his line, he didn't even talk. It was like it wasn't even there. And then the third is him walking away from me when he should stay in aggro. Now, maybe it's not a bug in that... No, it's a bug, because this is what should have happened. He should have stayed in combat, so the other one was a bug for sure. And I doubt you would ever see him again. I mean, he's got to go up the deck to get out off the ship, I guess. So he's bound to be arrested again. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finish the deck. So what I'll do... I know I said I was going to end that episode, and I know that episode's pretty lengthy now, especially because of all this. But what I want to do is change profiles, select that, go back into this. I want to finish off this part of the deck here, so I can see what happens when you first go upstairs, and then reload and let him get away and go upstairs and see if he actually shows up there. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and continue this where we're at, so we're pretty hurting here. We just killed them both. Let's go ahead and pick up all this stuff in here. We have a bucket, a bowl. No sadder sight to the hungry adventurer than an empty bowl. Alright, we have a bed. No. Oh, yeah, we can heal on the bed. Look at that. Alright, we're healing. There we go. That's it. Nice. Nice. We should get a buff for that. Hamwar. Obviously has nothing on him. Pull that up. Pull that up. Alright. Bucket or bowl. What do we got in here? Another bucket. Looks like we have another ball and chain in there.
Boring.
Ball and chain here.
Rubbish.
Boring and rubbish. Anything else in here? So, one note, in Divinity 1, when you were searching for hidden stuff, if you didn't get very close to it, even with the high stats, you would have missed it. So, you kind of gotta watch the nooks and crannies of places in the game. I'm assuming that wits will work the same way. So, gold and a laboratory key. This key looks old and rusty. It may have just one use left in it. Okay, so that's that. So that will get us into here now. Why is the rope up here? I thought I already picked that up. Fuck if I know now. This is the problem with testing bugs and reloading and rolling. You can't remember where everything is. Like, did you... So did I check this door? Like, did I check the door before I did that? I didn't pick it up, so I must have picked it up. Okay, so a lockpick's 2 AP, a fine metal lockpick for prying open locks. When you have misplaced the key, more intricate locks require thievery ability. Okay, so we already got the tutorial message on it though. Let's see where that's at. I think. Or did that bug out on me? Nope, that's there. Okay. Alright, so let's get in here. So let's see what we have here now. Empty potion bottle. An empty vial waiting to hold whatever wild concoction you can brew. Okay, another potion bottle. Trap disarm kit, 2 AP. A fiddly little kit that you can use to disable traps in mines. If only these were available for people too. Trap disarming kits. You found a trap disarming kit. If you spy a trap, use the trap disarming kit from your inventory, then select the trap. Understood. I wonder if this game, if they added XP to disarming traps. In Divinity 1 you didn't, and I know there's a lot of games where you disarm traps, you actually get XP. So we'll see about that. What do we have here? Looks like another torture device. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Interesting, we actually slipped through the bands. So in Divinity 1, there were several torture devices that you can sit on, and you actually would take damage. Medical cabinet that has a mug, empty mug. Where's a trusty tap when you need one? Alright. What is this?
Empty.
Well, of course it's empty. You can't interact with it.
Empty.
What's the point of that? Minor healing potion. I'll take that. Another bed. Beds. Using a bed allows wounded characters to heal over time. Understood. Why didn't that tooltip pop up when I used the little like it? Ooze barrel. Igniting poison. Move a candle into the poison surface and set it on fire to blow up the door. Well, I don't want to do that because that barrel can be used as a crafting component. Let me put this oil barrel down here. What I'm gonna do is pick that thing up. Actually, let me save this because I might be fucking myself. Alright, let's save that. Let's pick this up and keep that on us. So this door has 6 of 30. So what I'm thinking here, it's got a lock level of 100. It might be that you have to have that barrel in front of it to destroy it. We'll check that out. Alright, so it wants to throw a candle onto the poison, and that's a similar mechanic in the tutorial dungeon that in Divinity 1. You did the same sort of thing. Alright, so we just blew that up. The candle's still there. Alright, let's take you down. But the door did not blow up and did not get damaged. Attack mode. Hold left control and click on the door to attack it. Alright, so we're gonna have to attack it then. Alright, so it intended for the barrel of poison to do that, but I had other plans. Empty.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
Okay. Minor healing potion and an empty potion. Okay. So let's see. Oh, you got poisoned. Interesting. There must still be some poison under that door. Huh. What happens if I throw that candle over there then? What? I saw the poison pop up. I think I just got it. Okay, I did. You can hear it crackling. Interesting. Let's stick that back up there. Let's go ahead and take a little nap. There we go. There we go. Nap. Nap time. Okay. So the poison should be gone. Alright. So what do we have in here? Oh, that doesn't show up on the tooltip. Can't examine it. It's just a carpet. Hiding something? Okay. Got some stocks here. Half up for here. Deck of cards. And that doesn't show up on the tooltip either. Man, there's so many things that aren't showing up on the tooltips. Deck of cards. A deck of playing cards with illustrations of the royalty of Rivellon's history. 2 of them. Can't combine them. You could combine decks of cards in Divinity 1 into, I think, sheets of paper. Okay, so those are wares. And those flies are awful loud, aren't they? Alright, I guess that's what's in here. We got another lever here. Lock door. Okay.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
That's what we wanted to do. So now I'm going to do a hard save here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what the default is. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? Yes. Oh. Okay. Getting quests now, looks like.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Alright, I'm already hearing ambient conversation from this here, Magister Waters, and looks like a corpse. So when you see red like this, that means that if you try to pick that up or loot
It
it,
seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
if you try to take this stuff, they're actually owned by the NPC close to them. So you'll take an attitude hit. They might even attack you. They might arrest you. They might try to search your bags. I mean, there's all kinds of things they can do, so watch out on anything that's red means that you're trying to steal. So we have Magister Waters. There's Magister Cylin. Magister Merrill. Magister Caddock, and I hear a sheep somewhere.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Okay. So we got to figure out what she's talking about. Alright. So let's go back downstairs. Okay, so now we know what's going on down there. We'll look at the quest in the next episode. So what I want to do now is let's go ahead and do another hard save here. Now I want to go back to Hemwar, which was here. Okay, so now I'm gonna let him go and get there. So memory persuasion, speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. The guard can go ahead. You've got this. Narrator persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed 2, so we will.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Okay, so we're taking a walk.
Come on, and keep your hands where I can see them.
Alright.
Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
No. No, you most certainly don't.
Alright, so he's aggro again. Alright, so we just want to get the Magister dead. Do that. Oh, I must have misclicked.
One problem solved. A dead magister.
So much for
Somebody
a
will have to
peaceful
take the blame
stroll.
for this, and it won't be me.
Okay, so now he's not going to attack. Alright, so he just needs to survive to get up there. And he's got plenty of hit points, so that should be no problem. I, on the other hand, could die. Alright. So, does he actually go upstairs? Maybe he actually gets there and has a conversation up there. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial desk? Yes. No. He just disappears. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
Well, okay. That is a bizarre fucking bug. Okay. So, next episode we are going to look at the quest and then go back up to the next deck and see what's going on up there. Alright, sorry for the long video, but yeah, I just wanted to track down how that worked, and yeah, alright, later.